team to victory. It's the Ravens going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. This is Leonard Fournette, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Wide open, Julian Edelman. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Some breathing room. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Alexander, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Alexander. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Max Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
4 now to first down, still going. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a line?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here we go now. 3-19, Leopard, over, let's go.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to. College coach used to call it the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Now let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyus Bowser with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Looking to throw. Alexander. It's caught. He finds Norwood. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Back to throw. Alexander. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised. That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw on second down. Alexander. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. In motion now is Lee. Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Off-play action. Alexander. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Fournette, a first down carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Leopard, Detroit! Detroit! Let's go!
Again, it's Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And some room to maneuver. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take them to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get it...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Max Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
No. Check. Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green,
On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on second down. Alexander under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Alexander. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.